Yo, we out here full in effect. Ooh, the sleeve? There's nothing here actually. Kent. First up is this long line of Tommy. These two pieces have some stainage, so I'm not really sure what's gonna happen with this, but it's that Made in USA vintage piece right there. It's simple stitching. I think there's some stains right in that area. And then boom, this next piece, I actually had a similar one that I just sold. Made in USA. Kind of got that script, and then this thing at the bottom. Boom. Not sure if that's bootleg or not. These stains are harder to see, I feel like, because they blend in with the shirt. So that's why I copped this one. And they're only $2. I'd rather have them than not. So then we have the Diamonds Are Forever. Bing. Tommy Hilfiger. Nothing wrong with it. Have to cop this. This piece is probably more like a XL to 2XL. This piece is 3X, but that's for like women's. And I tried it on. It's still big. I think it's going to be more of a 2XL, but still that blue and red black. Wow. Have to get this. Found this in the women's section. Super adorable cat under the hat in the early 90s. Boom. Indiana, the state, baby. Have to cop this guy. Gotta love the Indiana gear. This is some half off, I think, Levi. Not Levi, we've got Lee. That black tab. These are only $2, so I feel like getting some shorts for the summer. So get those. Got the Champion shorts with that vintage worn out tag XL. Boom, slight work. This I can't pass up. It's a kid's though. It's like size 10. That Easy Nautica competition piece. And then we have the vintage Nautica 2XL pocket tee, the 88 Dale Jarrett. I think this is either early 2000s or late 90s, that camo shirt. I had the brown version of this one, but it was way more stained, so I'm kind of glad to be getting this for $2. Now, this is a really interesting piece. I'll explain how to date this. So this says 2000, so you'd be like, oh, that's a 2000 shirt. So this is what you would normally say, and then you would see the other date is 1999. So your initial reaction might be that's a 1999 shirt, but you want to take the two dates and take the later one. So in this case, it's 2000. Have to get that guy. And then last but not least, the Quaker State Tri-Mountain jacket. Sheesh, the embroidery on the back is so sick. Yo, we got double bags in this beast. Ho, 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 ho. Guess who feels like Santa? It's me. We've got a bag full of this awesome, crazy stuff. We might as well start off with a bang. It is this giant duffel bag. A lot of my duffel bags are like missing the strap. I'll actually show you what I'm talking about. Like this one won't close, which is one of my favorite ones, the Atlanta 1996 bag. And I have this Detroit Red Wings duffel bag that this one doesn't close either. So I was super happy to have this Nike bag. I'm just like keeping this for the personal, but it's a really nice vintage Nike duffel bag. First up, we have the Polo. I think this might be newer. Polo Ralph Lauren. You probably, for those you know about Polo, know that, but I'm pretty sure that's a more newer tag. The only reason why I got these is these might fit me, and if they don't, this stuff still will sell. You could even wear these just as shorts because the netting is so thin. What is this even for? Look how tiny his pocket is. What is that for? What is this for? What is that for? I love the Aztec design, the Notre Dame stitched embroidery gray piece. This is almost like that David Letterman script. We have Notre Dame on the sleeve, great condition. And then I know this is vintage just because the AS Sports, but you don't really see that very often where it's actually stitched as the tag. Like, look at that, that's pretty cool. Just in case my mom wants this, I'm gonna give it to her, but it is a vintage Seymour High School jacket. My mom went to Seymour actually, down in southern Indiana, but this is like a chalkline jacket, but there's nothing on the front. That would have been cool if there would have been like an owl, their mascot, like on the front, but otherwise it's just a really clean purple, like chalkline vintage jacket. He didn't have a lot of shirts, so I had to get the Tampa Bay Lightning 1996, maybe? Yeah. Tampa Bay Lightning shirt. This is gonna fit more like a large, or I don't know, this is almost like a youth XL, to be totally honest. Late 90s Tampa Bay Lightning, kind of like right before they were like really good. I don't know, they might have been good in the late 90s. I just remember them being good in the early 2000s. When I saw this is probably one of my favorite pieces that I got from the guy. Look at the flannel and like stitch raised print of the Michigan Wolverines. This is the Fruit of the Loom, size 2XL. This is like a parent font, you know, like Michigan mom, Michigan dad, like that's kind of like the vibes we get. This is a Northwestern. I was really pleased to see that there weren't any stains on this piece. This is a very common, like you might see some yellowing towards the collar, but other than that, these pieces usually are pretty vulnerable to stains, being a white or like a gray, but there was no issues with this, at least that I was able to see. But it's a size medium, galt sand. It's that heavier material, so even though this is a medium, it kind of like seems bulky, but these things are so comfortable. So this is another big piece, so shout out to the big boys, but we have that kind of like Hoosier Racing, Hoosier Fair Expo horses. We've got kind of some brown red stains right here. It might be ketchup. This is probably ketchup just based on the fact that this is like a fair sweater. I bet somebody bought it and just kind of spilled it while they had it, but this is a really cool piece from 1993, size 2XL. Next up we have a little bit of a thinner sweater, but look at the script. Indianapolis Colts, once again coming through with no stains, at least again that I was able to see. But Colts stuff I'm really picky about just because it really doesn't do very well, but gotta love the script here. Size XL, but this is gonna be way closer to a medium or a large. If you watch me, you would know why this matters so much, but this is a freaking Pokemon blanket. Look at this, absolute gem with the grass, electric, fire, and water. Bulbasaur, Pikachu, Charmander, Squirtle, oh my gosh. Staying in the personal for sure. Pokemon was such a huge part of my life, and now it's gonna continue to be. Next up is this absolute North Carolina Tar Heels GRAIL. This piece, 1993 North Carolina National Championship basketball. Look at this. That Tar Heel logo slaps so hard. On the all-style tag, remember this, baby. Boom. This is like starting to become vintage, that all-style tag. And now we have the 2002 Elvis reprint shirt. Absolute beaut. Again, for what I paid for it, had to cop. This is a size XL. And that's going to be more true to size, but you gotta cop some Elvis gear. I haven't had this in a little bit. The last one I did get flew off the shelf, so had to get this guy. I was basically checking out and the guy's like, hey, do you want this? I'm like, yes, please. Snoopy, the all over print Indianapolis Colts sweater. Look at this. No stains, unless this is a stain, but I was honestly thought it just said TM is for trademark, like right here. But there you have the crackling. You have the crackling. Garmin Graphics size XL. Perfect for any Colts fan, maybe even a Peanuts fan, someone who loves Snoopy. And that's all we got. We have so much stuff. All of it is now for sale. If you'd like to purchase something, please DM me on Instagram. And until next time, it's been your boy Ryan. Peace.